Well, everyone, look who I'm back with.
Hello, Peter.
Hey, Uh, well, weather-wise over here, a little bit spring-like, thank God.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've been digging it. Hey, listen, it's good to we haven't done the recordings for a few weeks for
Hmm.
other reasons beyond our control, really.
Yes.
But I know you're going to be a presenter on the very first supported self-management conference on a
Hmm.
Saturday week, 25th of April.
Yeah.
And I know when we first met, Keith, well, it sounds a bit, but you only had neuropathic pain.
Yes.
You only had neuropathic pain, and then another visitor arrived, unwanted
Yeah.
visitor
Yes.
called
Yeah.
mitochondria disease.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think you're a good, fantastic self-manager, great ambassador
Oh,
for
oh,
supportive self-management.
thank you.
How did I know say you're going to be a presenter on the conference,
Hmm.
but I thought it'd be interesting if people to find out what's it like living with mitochondria disease.
No, I appreciate that, Pete. And yeah, and this is, when I do my presentation, I'm going to just talk a little bit about what the disease is. And it's considered a rare disease worldwide. And in Canada, the incidence is about 1 in 5,000 people have it. So to give that some sort of context, when you look at other very unfortunate and very serious diseases that people have, things like cancer and diabetes and stuff. Those fall into the 1 to 5 and 1 to 10 categories of people, which is staggering, especially cancer. Like the rate of cancer is like 1 in 3.
Oh,
So that's ridiculous. So 1 in 5,000, that's what pushes into a rare disease. Now, having said that, rare diseases aren't so rare. And what that means is that there are a number of there are many, many rare diseases that are in these 1 to 5 and 10 and 20,000, but there's so many of them. So all that to say, I have mitochondrial disease, which um, is just my body, just due to some defects in its genetic makeup and its code, doesn't uh, produce the energy needed to sustain my muscles. So it's a progressive overall systemic weakening of all the muscles in the body. Um, and as you said, for years I've lived with persistent neuropathic pain, and for the last, probably close to 20 years, I've learned how to manage that through supported self-management. Big leaning definitely support it because I have my healthcare providers that I rely on. But a lot of it, as we know, is on us to do what we can. So when I was handed this diagnosis, and because there's no cure and there are no medications, it's all about symptom management.
mm,
Really, it's about self-management. So I was fortunate that it was something I knew very, very well, and I just expanded my self-management routine to include managing this disease, which essentially is strength training, so try to maintain as much muscle strength as possible, and endurance training, because that cardio, getting your heart going and stuff like that, um, builds healthy mitochondria, and it's the mitochondria that convert the food and the oxygen that we intake into energy. I have a genetic defect where I have a deletion of certain types of mitochondria, so I'll never get those back. But my focus is on creating the ones that I have as healthy as possible. So I'm fortunate that good old-fashioned exercise like you and I enjoy traditional exercise. You go to a gym, I have a home gym, I strength train, I run on a treadmill. That connects with me. I like it. Running, I like more being done than the actual run itself, but I don't mind running. And that's all the things those are the most important things I can do to help manage my disease. And then just managing the symptoms and life stresses, trying to keep life as least stressful as possible because that taxes the body. So in the conference, which I'm really looking forward to, I'm going to have an opportunity to just explain in a little more detail what this disease is, and then talk about the importance of mitochondrial disease management and how it's really similar to so many other long-term illnesses. Like we know that supported self-management is really fundamental to managing so many different long-term diseases. You
yeah,
know, cancer, diabetes, MS, Parkinson's, all of these terrible things that so many people are dealing with. At the end of the day, when we look at supported self-management, it's one of the best things that we can turn to.
yeah, yeah. Is it it may sound a bit of a strange question because I mean myself, like how does it affect? Can I ask you how it affects you mentally wise? Does it? Because I think it come up. Um, I know a lot of people um, with long-term conditions. They have it may be a physical condition,
Hmm.
but also it affects them. I want to say the word. I can't think of another best word. Mentally wise,
Cognitively, yeah,
emotionally wise. Like I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. People know I live with prostate cancer and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't. I mean, every day I do think about it. Like
Hmm. Yeah.
and I have to watch it. But I don't let it um, bring me down, sort of thing. Like but
Hmm.
can I ask you? I don't know if it's a too personal question.
No, not at all. It's
I mean,
totally, it's, yeah.
how do you deal with those sort of difficult emotions?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I'm going to answer two parts. Because one, from a purely medical standpoint, one of so mitochondrial disease affects sort of all the organs in your body. So it's not only muscles, but it's also organs,
Mm,
and it really can affect the organs or the parts of your body that are the most energy that require the most energy. And guess what requires the most energy in our body is our brain. So
mm,
some people with mitochondrial disease, it actually really affects the brain. So biologically, there are issues that come with that. So I fortunately don't have that yet. I still remember your name. I remember my name, so I'm good. But your question is such a good one because whether it's this disease or the cancer that you live with, or this month in Canada, maybe it's worldwide. I don't know, it's Parkinson's Awareness Month, and I have family members who have like long-term illnesses mess with you emotionally. Like anybody who says it doesn't bother them, I would suggest they're not being honest with themselves. Like you, Pete, there's not a day go by that I don't think about it
no,
because I feel my symptoms, I'm sure as you do. I feel my symptoms every day as I try to get up out of a chair, as I have trouble eating, my eyes don't work right. So, like every single minute of the day, I'm reminded of this. And the work comes in, like you'd said, not letting it sort of overtake you. And and that's hard. And what I think, it comes down to, and for me, is to when that starts to really pick itself up, where I'm really starting to feel overwhelmed, is to just sort of stop and take a deep breath and pull back from it and say, and recognize it, like own those and say, yes, this is how I feel, but I can't let it sort of
yeah,
dictate everything. So I do what I can. I get my exercise. I do all the things that I can, and just give myself some space and kindness to say, like, here, this is what it is. What it is. I can't make it go away, and what I need to do is focus in and just live the best life that I can. And I'm very fortunate that I have, a wife who is incredibly supportive. So on the days when I get really down, I can talk to her about it, and get out of my head. So
yeah. Well, thanks, Keith, and thanks for sharing that. I mean, when you told me about it, I'd never heard of it before, and
no, a lot of people don't know about it. Yeah.
but I've got to learn about it for yourself. But also, I think at one point we was adapting one of the toolkits for uh, to do. I'm not sure where I don't can't remember where we went with it, but
Right. Yeah.
I don't think we published it. But
No, we didn't get it out there yet. Yeah.
perhaps we could relook at that at some point.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I follow the I don't know if there's a mitochondria disease in the UK. I'm
There is actually. Yeah.
yeah, but I mainly because of your connection, really. I follow the Canadian one, but
Hmm.
they do some fantastic work, like um,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good. I mean, again, with any long-term illness, what's the most important thing for people is connection to others.
uh,
And good, like effective and proper information and education. Because I mean, the worst thing we can do is give people the wrong information, and tell them, try all sorts of things that really are not very good for them. And at the end of the day, with this particular disease, it's just trying to manage it the best you can. But your question was so important because I mean, you disclosed it, you with your prostate cancer, you're thinking about it probably every day. I
Mm.
think about my disease every day. That's normal. I mean, you can't say to somebody, well, just don't think about it. That's
Yeah,
not possible. It's just like we've talked about is finding ways to address that. One of the things that helps me is my movement, my exercise. When I do move and I get exercise, I feel better emotionally, physically. I know I've done it. I feel really good that I went and did it that day. It just kind of helps put a little bit more positivity into something that could really drag you down.
well, thanks, Keith, and really looking forward to. Always enjoy listening. You always learn something from you around
Huh.
self-management wise, and the just a reminder of everyone, the conference is on Saturday, the 25th of April, so it's like Saturday
Mhm.
week. I know it's a bonkers time for you, but I think it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, for you.
It's my turn to do the early morning shift. You keep doing it for the other
Yeah.
conference. So yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for those that don't, well, myself, and Keith, we organise the one on persistent pain every February, and
Hmm.
it's a crazy time for us, and us here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate it getting up in the middle of the
Of
night.
course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
We've got some cracking speakers this year.
Oh, it's a great lineup. Oh, it's amazing what you brought together. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So it starts on the 20th, say 25th of April, starts at 9 o'clock in the morning through till about 12:30. Um, and if you can't make it, don't worry, still register because
Hmm.
anybody that registers will get a video recording and also an audio recording of the conference. And so donation only, etc. But if you've got any
Hmm.
questions at all, don't hesitate, just get in contact. So, Keith, I'll let you crack on with your day. It's kind
All
of
right.
just sort of early evening here, so I'll let you crack on with your day and enjoy it. Take care, man. See you
All
soon.
right. Thanks, everyone. See you
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.